through some of this scrap box, and I'm going to make a bench stove. There's different kinds of bench stoves. I'll explain that as we go here. And just jigs, the whole stuff that you're carving. Sometimes I make a special jigs just for one thing, one time use sometimes. This time I'm going to make similar to this, and I'm going to look through here, as a matter of fact, make it out of this 3/4 ply. That's more than enough to make one. Let's go to it. Going to start off making a couple of strips here. You can make them any size you want. I'm going to make these about 2 inches. Cut them on the bandsaw. Turn on so this off at 12 inches. Somewhere around there. So, this is going to go around to hold it on, and then we'll have some more square on the top as we go along here. Okay, this is going to be the bottom kind of a hook. Hook's on the table. We'll go right there. Alright, that'll be like that, and hangs over the edge of the table. This goes like this. Make sure it's square. You're building something square. I want that to be square. picture? So right about in the center of your bottom piece, just mark a little center line there. We'll draw a few holes in there for screw that part. Actually, that's a little too close there for, but get it in the way of the other one. Now, I use these bamboo skewers. That's the ones we use for grilling shish kebabs. I'll put some, coat this with glue. So we'll put some down here too for get some on both sides here. Stick a clamp on it to hold it. Probably be good enough just with this glue, but I put the screws in this part anyway. I don't put them in the square part. Sorry about all that noise. But I'm just using these drywall screws. I'm a 6 by 1.25 inches. Put the screw bit in there straight first. Don't do what I do. Okay. And oop. That's good and tight. So That's the way that goes. It's going to hang over there. This piece is going to get glued in here. Glue it and clamp it. I cut these to be, I already cut these to size, so. I'm going to put some on both sides just because this plywood will kind of suck it up. More so than a solid piece of wood. You can make these out of solid wood. I have some. Just break it out any scrap that you got. It's not, you don't need a specific kind of wood. Oh, sweet love. Make them flush. Get rid of some of that excess. So then you got a square. Just use an acid brush and kind of get that excess glue off of there. Let that dry for a while. Well, you could take it in and work on your kitchen table or out on a bench, picnic bench outside, any way you want. Just make sure that's square, and then if you want to build a box in there, you can just kind of square up the corners and keeps it square while you're building it. And then I'm going to put one of these strong clamps on there. And on this end too. Can't have too many clamps, that's for sure. That's what I always say. Yeah, that'd probably be dry in a half hour or so. Less than that, a few minutes. Or dry enough to take the clamps off. So that's one kind of bench dog. You can make these to fit whatever size you like to carve. This is a smaller one made out of some 1x6. And see that, you do that. Bench dog for my dog. That's where I put it right in there, and you don't have to hold it in your hand. You can clean this up. Turn it around. You can also put a clamp on this if you don't want it to move around. If you're on a picnic bench outside, it's nice weather, whatever, you can clamp that to the bench. And that way you got something to push on when you're carving. Yeah, we can take the clamps off of this. I just glue this with regular white wood glue. Any kind of glue you got to work. And hook it on the side of your bench. Yeah. See, this slides a little bit. So what I've done, I've taken some toolbox drawer liner and glue it on the bottom, and it gives it a little more stickiness. It doesn't slide as much, slide as easily. And like I said, you can clamp this, you can clamp these down to stabilize them even more. So there's a bench dog. This winds up being about 2 3/4 inches hanging over there. You don't really need that much, or you can use your own judgment on how much you need. This up here, I just made it about 1 inch high. You can make it higher. You make it 2 inches higher if you want, or whatever. This kind of lets you get around the bottom base of your carving. And you can go in here and do whatever you got to do. You got a stable carving there, so you don't have to hold it in your hand and get close to your hand. But might need one, might need two.